So, da ist die Quest auch direkt. Wir aktivieren sie, weil sie auch wieder nicht neu aktiviert. So, dann gucken wir mal. Ich packe mir noch schnell ein paar Eiswürfel in mein Getränk. Ah. Dafür müssen wir, glaube ich, keinen Pausebildschirm machen. So, dann gucken wir mal. So, wie ist der jetzt hier? Noch mal ganz kurz gucken. Also wenn ich das richtig... Jetzt habe ich... Nee, was habe ich jetzt gemacht? Da. Also wenn ich das richtig sehe, brauchen wir 2800 Punkte für den stärksten Rang, weil die Schleierschwert haben nur 2,8 und sind trotzdem auf dem höchsten Dings. Deswegen, also in mir steigt gerade die Hoffnung, dass eventuell das noch geht. Sag mal. So, dann muss ich einmal die Hände sauber machen. Das Zeug ist hier noch halb voll, aber kommt nichts mehr raus. Na gut. So, verzeiht. Dann gehe ich jetzt noch einmal schnell Hände waschen. Ach Gott. So, das war ganz fantastischer Content, ich weiß. Dafür stehe ich mit meinem Namen. Naja, gucken wir mal, ob wir es noch hinkriegen. Es wäre natürlich ganz gut, wenn die Geschäfte wirklich nur so wären, falls man nicht alle Nebenquests machen will. Dass es quasi nur so eine Möglichkeit ist, das auszugleichen. Das wäre natürlich schön.
Took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook?
Warte, war Jakobus nicht der uns gedisst hat? Ja, und jetzt ist er plötzlich wieder Fanboy oder was? Jetzt geht's ja los.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jakobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jakobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Well, now that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
The contact, they aren't a crow. Can we trust them?
It isn't a crow, but they know the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
They promise help.
So do you, when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
What about the human help that Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
Na dann, gehen wir da mal hin.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With
Iron
luck,
Bull vielleicht?
this informant is our key to that. Find
war ja
them,
ein Spion.
hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Wir werden sie on-site erkennen. Okay. Interesting.
An unknown contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Okay, wir können jetzt...
They're close.
Ja, bitte? Also da drüben sind Feinde. Es würde mir jetzt sagen, dass das der richtige Weg ist, aber hier sieht es eigentlich... Ah, wo hier auch. Aber da drüben ist noch irgendwas Leuchtendes.
Trouble ahead.
Hopp. Hopp. Guten Tag. In der Luft zerscheppert. Aha, Behüte gewissen. Nehmen wir natürlich noch mit. So, ist hier noch irgendwas? Sieht nicht so aus. Kann man hier durch? Ja. Das dort die Quest.
Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise, I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Warum schadet ihr dann?
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
You knew I was coming. Cut to the chase and tell me where the gods want their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
Einzelkampf, 3 gegen 3.
The butcher was our contact, and he's letting himself fall to the flight. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher.
Ach, fuck, ich hab das Schwert gelöst. Komm. Ich hab das Schwert nicht umgerüstet. Das war nicht schlau. Das war nicht so schlau. Das hat mich halt gewundert, warum keiner einführt. Hat mich gerade gewundert, warum keiner einführt.
So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
Müssen wir nach der Mission dran denken. Also eigentlich kann es auch jetzt schon machen, meistens Schaden der Arkanbombe. Aber ist trotzdem stärker.
Everyone's acting like normal, like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the drowned. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
My city, my Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the butcher. He's a reaver and fighting his own Antom.
That thing cannot answer questions.
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Match me, fight me, win this city!
So, zack.
On the job.
So beautiful, but not like Treviso.
There's nothing left of him.
Hochklibbeln. Wieder eingefroren. Wieder eingefroren.
He's gone. And he named the ritual site Tearstone Island.
The butcher didn't lie, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah, he's a prince among men. Least he gave us what we came for, though.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Verräterischer Feigling.
You gutless traitor. You weren't powerless against the Butcher. You were working with him.
I don't expect you to understand this, but sometimes governance means not showing your entire hand.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antom. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Menrathis. I gave up the crows, you gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
Sometimes there's no good choice left. Just a bunch of different bad ones. A leader owns the consequences of that choice, no matter what they are. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antom kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook! You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgarnon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Whatever the Antom are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antom.
Ist das nicht sehr, sehr dumm von ihm gewesen, sich zu zeigen? Also wenn seine Gegenspieler ein Clan von Attentätern sind und die einzige Verteidigung der Stadt, ist es dann nicht sehr dumm, dass er offenbart, dass er es war?
Given a clear purpose, they were more cunning than I thought.
If only we'd figured out it was Eventually before all this started.
I wish the same. But regret does neither of us good.
We knew someone had delivered Treviso to the butcher. You brought us their name.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Ja, eben.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end.
Ich wollte sagen, also es war der dümmstmögliche Move, den er machen konnte.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso, but what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgarnon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move.
Mama.
And after that, Treviso will be free.
Machen wir. So, Gold 250 stärker. Es wird knapp, es wird knapp. Der verderbte Schlechter hat die Tränensteininsel als Schauplatz des nächsten Rituals der Götter preisgegeben. Er ist tot, aber Statthaltere Evenchi hat sich selbst als De-Verrätere offenbart. De-Treviso an die Antam verraten hat. Jetzt kontrolliert Evenchi die Antam und die Krähen müssen noch härter kämpfen, um die korrupte Statthaltere zu stürzen. Auch nicht übel, aber... So. Gut. Dann haben wir das. Oh, Neff ist Level 10. Schwer verliebt. Obwohl, nee. So. Level 10. Dann zum Leuchtturm. Eine Quest. Oh, Neffs Abschluss, glaube ich, und Lucanes hat was zeitexklusiv ist. Nehmen wir erstmal das Zeitexklusive gleich mit. Wenn wir das hier dann mal andrücken können, das wird kein Problem sein, denke ich. Look, wir haben erfahren, was Statthalter Evenchi für Treviso plant. Nicht gut, kommt zu uns in den Diamant. Machen wir dann. Zeit zu töten. So, hier satteln wir wieder um.
Strength earns mastery.
Zack, zack.
cannot stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
Das war's schon. Okay, geil. Super. Das war ja richtig wichtig. Das war richtig wichtig.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Alia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Jetzt sagt sie absurde Sachen. So, ich würde sagen, wir enjoyen erstmal und dann helfen wir Treviso. So machen wir das. Jetzt habe ich irgendwas falsch gedrückt. Wie ist die Lage? 350. Ah, es wird verdammt knapp. Hätte ich doch nur ein bisschen was verkauft, dann wäre es easy peasy. Ja, ich habe halt auch überall was verkauft, ne? Zum Beispiel bei denen hätte ich durch Quests das nicht gemacht. Ach, das ist so bitter. Ey, wenn mir da jetzt irgendwie so am Ende so 50 oder 100 fehlen oder so. Das wäre so bitter. Das wäre so bitter.
Have you heard about this shadow dragon?
Mal wieder zum Schwan. Die Inquisitorin steht da und denkt so, ah, jetzt kommt sie endlich. Nee, doch nicht. Geht Party machen.
Thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Weil du davon überzeugt hast, die Dockstadt Hoffnung braucht, haben sie und Rana zusammen in die Teil eröffnet. Ach so. Sure. Sie ist zwar beim Leuchtturm, aber na klar hat sie das.
One day we'll come here and not get mixed up in something.
Well, then what would we do for fun?
I've got a few ideas.
Until then, it's reading the paper. What could go wrong?
Are we tempting fate now? That is fun. So, what are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators?
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
Docktown couldn't ask for better protectors.
Oh, it could, but we're all right.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Nev Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
Ah, flirten bis zum Ende.
My hero.
I wasn't already. Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
Stadt der Schatten. Schlangenschwanz. Meinst du einfach außer 50 Kälteschaden hier in der Nähe? Ja, doch nicht. Gut, dann haben wir das auch abgehakt. Und dann gehen wir jetzt nach Treviso. Und töten. So, das Ding ist, das Neff aber auf der höchsten Stufe. Das heißt, eigentlich brauchen wir sie jetzt gerade, also, weil ich denke, ich vermute mal, es wird eine Trophäe sein, alle auf Level 10 zu haben. Den kann er dann noch kooperieren mit Harding, theoretisch, ne? Ah, er bewirkt den Status ausgelaugt. Kann nur Neff ausgelaugt explodieren lassen? Ah ne, Emric würde gehen. Ja, komm, da haben wir da zwei Optionen. Nehmen wir mit. So, letzte Quest des Tages, würde ich sagen.
The crows have harried the Antam and Evenchi is revealed. But
Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
we have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows?
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the comic will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Nicht mit uns.
We know about it, and we'll stop it.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Evenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
Na dann.
I heard them.
Na dann, na dann, na dann.
There's the garrison.
As a spirit.
On to the garrison and the governor.
Let's continue our discussion. As a spirit mage, Emric, you must sense spite. I'm sorry that you two came together under such unjust circumstances. Mm-hmm. Ah. My sympathies.
You can hear spite? Even when he doesn't take me over?
This close, yes.
I am so sorry.
The courtyard looks empty.
I'd have expected Evenchi to post some Antam as guards.
Evenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Eventually's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Ach so.
Intruders! Come down.
Yes.
We can escape across the roof.
So.
Now's your chance. Not half bad. Is everyone
Erfolg.
intact?
Erfolg, Erfolg, Erfolg.
The garrison has fallen to darkspawn.
That explains why Eventually's Anton were trying to run.
Rein in die Masse. Ups. Jakobus wurde infiziert, als die Stadt verderbt wurde. Ja, Jakobus. Hättest du mal nicht gehatet. Hättest du mal nicht gehatet, Jakobus. So, Rache. Guck mal, Reinhard, wir konnten Jakobus doch noch aufs Maul hauen. Sehr gut. Dafür, dass er gehatet hat. Ich meine, nein, Jakobus. Oh no. Au. So. Nee, mein Freund.
Okay, now for Eventually.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight takes me!
All of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working.
Ach nix, wir verhauen auf Illusion, kein Problem. Ach so, warte mal. Warum? Hä? Ich habe mich gerade schon gewundert, was mit meinem Ult los ist. Warum habe ich denn das jetzt wieder drin? Wann und wodurch wurde das eingestellt? Alles wild. Ich habe schon gewundert, warum jetzt das wieder kommt.
won't. It won't end any different. Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
The avenging
Du bist der Echte, sehr gut. Wir verwandelt uns trotzdem rein. Ja.
If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
Es wird sich selbst retten.
The crows, the citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight, they're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso, eventually, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Sprich mit Traya und Viago. Machen wir.
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time. Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
Es ist so unlogisch, dass der Händler nicht da ist, weil sie kooperieren ja mit uns.
All thanks to you.
Es ist so unlogisch. Und selbst wenn er gestorben ist, hätten sie einen neuen. Das ist so.
The Untom remain, though with Evenchi gone. I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Ontom and the Blight.
Nein, es ist wirklich, es sind 100 zu wenig oder so. Ah! Ich kann jetzt nur noch hoffen, dass Lucales Endquest mir nochmal Punkte gibt. Sonst habe ich 100 zu wenig oder so. Das Küken Jakobus ist der Verderbtheit in Treviso zum Opfer gefallen, konnte aber in letzter Kraft dunkle Brut in die Garnison führen, die dann wiederum Evenchis Antamen überrannten und die Statthaltere verderbten. Die Gruppe legte Jakobus zur Ruhe und eilte dann los, um zu verhindern, dass ein entmutigter Evenchi Quamek in die Stadt freisetzt. Nach Hens Tod kann Treviso endlich nach vorne schauen, ohne von einem der Seinen manipuliert zu werden. 50. Maximale Stufe erreicht. Oh, das tut uns eigentlich ganz gut. So. Gut, Maximale ist auch keine Trophäe. Interesting. Maximallevel ist keine Trophäe. Interesting. Oh, das finde ich jetzt wirklich legit gerade. Hä, aber warum sind die denn bei 2850 auf Mittel? Und die es sagt nicht, mir fehlen irgendwie so 30 Punkte oder so. Och nee. Mir fehlen fucking 30 Punkte oder so. Ich kann jetzt nur noch hoffen, dass dass Lucanes Charakterquest uns noch ein paar Pünktchen gibt. Och, ist das bitter, ey. Und ich hatte noch am Anfang überlegt, ob ich ihnen was verkaufe und dachte, nein, ich will die Schattendrachen erstmal machen. Die ich easy auch so voll bekommen hätte. So, Lucanes. Oh, wäre das bitter.
Lucanis.
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, what he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
An der Gefangenschaft und im Fall von Treviso will Lucanis unabhängig nehmen für sich und Bosheit.
A lot of people have tried to cure possession. Sometimes, if they can kill the demon in the Fade...
That's what I've heard too, but there's no guarantee of success, especially given our situation.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
If it came to that, you could handle him. Or are you worried you wouldn't be able to put him down?
I worry that I'd miss him.
If Spike gets his freedom, it's his choice what to do with it. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite. And all the fury we can muster.
Er hat doch jetzt nicht keine Charakter-Endquest, weil wir uns gegen Treviso entschieden haben, oder? Oh, fuck. Nee! Mir fehlen jetzt legit 30 Punkte oder so. Dank der Unterstützung konnte Lucanis sich seinen inneren Dämon stellen und das beschützen, was am meisten zählt. Lucanis ist standhaft gnadenlos gegenüber seinen Zielen, er nutzt die Schwäche aus und gibt ihnen keine Gelegenheit zur Erholung. Och, fuck, Mann. Doch! Tränen von Antifa plus 300! Das müsste reichen! Jawohl! Huhuhu. Okay, also es reicht, wenn man alle Quests macht. Gott sei Dank. Yes! Alles auf 3 Sterne. Jawohl. Okay. Das ist ein sehr zufriedenstellender Abschluss für heute. Wir speichern. Gut, dann bedanke ich mich ganz herzlich fürs Dabeisein. Es hat viel Spaß gemacht. Und ja, dann würde ich sagen, wir haben jetzt alle Charakterquests gemacht. Alle sind jetzt Helden der Schleierwache. Wir haben, glaube ich, alle Nebenquests gemacht. Ich glaube, ab jetzt heißt es Full on Main Story. Gut, dann denke ich mal, werden es noch 2, 3 Streams sein. Ich vermute eher 2. Und dann sind wir wahrscheinlich durch. Das freut mich, denn ich möchte jetzt auch langsam wissen, wie es ausgeht, das Ganze. Weil ich habe ja gehört, dass selbst die das Spiel sehr kritisieren, sagen, das Finale ist absolut awesome. Und da bin ich gespannt, was uns da erwartet. Gut, dann vielen, vielen Dank fürs Vorbeischauen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal. Tschüss.